And if you're hoping to grill out maybe for your Sunday night dinner, might be running into some lightning and thunder. We're tracking a couple of pop-up showers across the region right now, slowly moving off to the west there. So kind of seeing those heavy pockets of rain, some very loud thunder as well. Here's one of our pockets we're kind of keeping an eye on over southern Illinois, extended towards SEMO near Steelville, Pinckneyville, seeing at least some activity. And then again near Cape Girardeau, just south near Scott City, Kelso, Delta. So again, a lot of lightning with this, some heavy rain as well, but we haven't seen any severe weather, so that is some good news. The one warning was kind of off to our north. Live look in Jackson County, though, that rain on the horizon there in Carbondale. Major temperature difference, mid 70s in Carbondale. Even outside the station here, it feels a lot cooler, kind of like a breath of fresh air, but then other areas still stuck in those 90s. So kind of depending on where you're at and if you're seeing some of that rain really is dependent on your temperatures. 92 in Murray, one of our warmer spots. Harrisburg in the mid 90s. Piedmont, Fredericktown right at 90, but then we have Cape Girardeau and Sparta down into the 70s. So over the next couple of hours, if you're seeing the 90s right now, you'll continue to dip once the sun begins setting down into the 70s by 9 o'clock, and those clouds really begin to clear. So not expecting this rain to be lasting overnight. It's really just being fueled by these warmer temperatures. Threat tracker fairly low. We're just still in the 90s, seeing a couple of those isolated pop-up storms. Pretty much more of the same as we go into the start of our work week. The heat is continuing. We're still tracking 90s. And then by midweek, we at least get that nice cool down as we return closer to average and in those mid 80s. So radar and satellite right now, as we just saw, we've got a couple of those pop-up showers near us, but not seeing any defining features because it's really the heat that's fueling these storms. Over the next couple of hours, they'll just continue to push off to the west through SEMO. We've got temperatures by 9 o'clock down into the mid 70s. Overnight tonight, staying fairly mild, dipping not even below 60. And then waking up early to start your work week, temperatures close to 70 degrees. So really not needing that jacket of any kind. Lunchtime already pushing 90 across the board. And then as you're on the way home, on your Monday, we've got temperatures back into the 90s for our southernmost cities, and then tracking these upper 80s, lots of 88s for southern Illinois, dipping back down into the 70s by 10 o'clock tomorrow. So mostly sunny skies expected. We could again maybe see a couple of those isolated pop-up systems, but highs somewhere in those upper 80s, low 90s, and a bit of a breeze out of the northeast. So we're still tracking that heat, but we at least have a bit of a cool down, if you can call it that, for Wednesday, Thursday, and then even into Friday, and that heat cranking right back up for next weekend. So great to have the Storm Track 3 app. It's got radar on there, which is really handy for today as we're continuing to track those isolated systems. Those will continue to stay with us on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Still seeing the chance for those isolated pop-up storms, very similar to what we're seeing today. 90s still staying with us, at least for the rest of today, Monday, and then into Tuesday. Nice cool down. We have a trough kind of move through by Wednesday, mid 80s for Wednesday and Thursday, even into Friday. By next week, tracking another bigger system as it moves through, that chance of rain returning, and then also seeing those warmer temperatures make a return as well.
All right. Thank you, Katie.
Thanks.